Hireko is professional golf clubs at down-to-earth prices. Condor Golfs is home of the affordable custom fit golf club. Mary Kay is to give unlimited opportunity to women. Merck is to preserve and improve human life. And Clubs and Cues is quality craftsmanship is par for the course. Okay. So the value proposition is very important because it will drive the rest of your marketing plan. Are you price-focused, service-focused? Whatever you do that is unique to your business needs to be reflected in the value proposition. Let's look at the next famous Al Reese and Jack Trout marketing statements. It is better to be first than it is to be better. And if you can't be first in a category, set up a new category you can be first in. But this means people don't remember who is second. They remember winners and care more about who's first than who is better. Dell, Apple, and Coca-Cola were all first to mass market certain categories of products, be it soft drinks, MP3 players, or direct-to-consumer computers. So one way to convince prospects of the value of Hireko Clubs is that we are the hands-down winner in 11 of 14 component and custom golf club categories. I'm not going to go through these all. There's just too many. These slides will be online. But you look at our technical support, our breadth of merchandise, research and development. Hireko leads in 11 of 14 vital categories. And something that we're extremely proud of this year is that Hireko was rated Best Value in Golf Digest 2009 Hot List. So what better category to be #1 in during these recessionary times? And this is something that we can convey to our prospects. We have proof that we are the category leader in value. So what does your brand represent if you were to look at yourself as a brand? Are you #1 in any category in your area? Maybe custom fitting, personalized service. Gary Johnson at Condor mentioned that he sometimes does house calls, delivers the clubs directly to the customer's home. Start thinking about what you could do that is #1 or could be doing to make your brand lead a category. So in summary, the Hireko brand represents value, quality, broad selection, superior technical service, and custom fitting expertise. But can we prove it? We need evidence because customers are way too smart nowadays with the web and with a lot of the comparing shopping that folks can do. You must provide prospects with evidence that your brand is what it advertises. So what evidence is that Hireko is the golf component and custom club value leader? Golf Digest rated us Best Value. Golf Tips rated the Cayman driver Best Driver under $100. WorldGolf.com stated that if you're looking for a set of clubs that will perform better than your 401k, then Hireko is worth a look. We have over 1,600 independent user reviews online. We get about 100 to 200 of those a month, most 4 and 5 stars, and we've been in business for over 25 years, which proves our viability and dependability. So these are all things to communicate to your prospects, be it in person, online, or in print. So to convey to prospects the evidence and dump the puffery, and as Jeff Summit, our technical director, has said before, it all comes down to how much you want to invest in your game and whether your clubs need brand awareness or whether you are primarily concerned that the club work best for you at the best possible price, which I think is a really good summation of who we are. Now this came in last week from on the Golf Digest blog by Mike Stachura, who is a golf equipment editor. He's kind of a famous geek in the equipment online world. He's a big name with Golf Digest, and he has a lot of clout. So he had a statement on his blog last week, which I thought was just excellent and really sums up a lot of what Hireko is about. But your sentiment about new equipment loss certainly gives me pause. Do golfers even have sense anymore? That rabid enthusiasm and powerful, though groundless, hope in the game-saving salvation of a new ball or driver or set of irons has been seriously called into question by the industry sales trend. By one estimate, nearly 50% of the drivers purchased today go for less than $200. The highest consumer interest these days is in drivers at this price point and in irons at the sub-500 price. Look at how much traction, for instance, Callaway has gained with its X18R iron sets for about $400, which all says to me, of course, that golfers are still juiced up about new products, provided they pay half price. And that's extremely important because if you look at how much drivers are nowadays in the $199, $299, $399, and Hireko at $99 online, and a lot of clubmakers sometimes are even under what Hireko sells online, this really is a good summation of our value proposition. So value rules supreme to at least half of all golfers, and Hireko was #1 in this category. Okay, briefly talk about target marketing. Most of this is pretty obvious. One promotional message does not fit all audiences. Trying to hit all at once will hit no one. So try to focus on one target at a time and keep your message clear. The most obvious targets are the big ones like seniors, juniors, ladies, mid and low handicappers. But you may also have your own, such as high handicappers in the 7-4 area code, or women who live in a certain high-end neighborhood. And some of the big name marketers suggest segmenting and targeting your existing customers by buying frequency. And that means targeting first-time buyers, repeat buyers, and especially those that haven't bought in, say, 18 to 24 months. Hireko does that a lot, and we've had great success with that. And that's targeting by buying frequency. And Hireko, of course, has a brand line specifically matched for each segment. So let's look at the most important component of today's talk, and that is lead generation. How do I get qualified leads? I've listed 25 ways to get leads, and I want to look at just some of the more successful methods. Also, if possible, remember to measure everything. By this, I mean if you're going to spend $1,000 on a postcard, try to have a coupon code or have them redeem the postcard in person so you can count how many folks bought and how many didn't. You need to keep some kind of record of what works and what does not. So what works on this list? One of the most important is public relations. The best part of PR is that it is free. This is getting local newspapers, magazines, or websites to do a story on your shop. It's free. I repeat, it's free and gives you credibility. One angle you can take with newspaper editors is that you do this as a part-time hobby, and it's a great way to make money during the recession. Plus, it saves the golfer money and so forth. Rick Terzia from TNT will speak in a bit about his successes with PR, and he has a neat story about his successes with the Augusta Chronicle. He lives down in Georgia, and he just picked up the phone and called the editor, and they came out and did a story on him, and he's gotten lots of sales from that. Sometimes it's just as easy as it's just asking. Event sponsoring is very successful and inexpensive and is one of the most popular tactics our panel and other club makers use. This involves developing a relationship with your local driving range, golf course, Kiwanis Club, Rotary Club, etc., sponsoring events such as long drive contest or closest to the pin. It will get your name out there, plus folks can demo your custom-made clubs and see how much better they perform than off the rack. Gary and Tony will speak about their successes with event sponsoring in a few minutes too. Websites obviously are probably the best and least expensive way to broadcast your name. Google has an excellent site builder that is free at sites.google.com. That's sites.google.com. It's very simple. It requires no technical knowledge to build your site. You need to keep your site simple and clean, and remember, that it must be kept up to date or it's not worth keeping up at all. All you need is one page advertising yourself so you can be shown on Google's natural listings. Some examples of some excellent club-making sites are Condor Golf, All for Golf, Heritage Golf, Patent Golf, TNT Golf, and Clubs and Cues also. He'll be speaking here pretty soon. He's going to be having a great site. He's going through some changes with his site now. Let's look at direct mailing, which in the past we all have done, and obviously Hireko is that's our bread and butter. But for your smaller club maker, it's proving too expensive to print and mail. Same with postcards. It's best to direct mail to existing customers with coupon specials and etc. to minimize costs. Our panel also has had limited recent experience with direct print mailing. This used to be so successful in the old days when